covered adjustment layers. These are very useful for applying one effect to everything beneath it. So I'm using parallax as an example so that you can see there's multiple layers here. I'm going to go Layer, New, Adjustment Layer. It's right here on top. So any effect I put on top of it will affect everything beneath it. So if I did glow, I'm going to get two birds with one stone in this tutorial, just to save you guys some time. I want glow. I'm going to throw glow on top of here. It's going to make everything beneath it glow. You can animate the threshold, the radius, the intensity, however you want. And you're going to see everything beneath it start to glow. And as I mentioned with light effects, you want a higher bits per channel to see them more smoothly. So the default is 8 bits per channel over here in your project panel. If you hold down the option key when you click, 16 bits per channel, you see the image start to change slightly. Now 32 bits per channel, and you get a much more detailed glow effect with more detail, and you can do some very wild things with it once you increase your bits per channel and get the look you want. So like I said, you can animate all those. You can animate them off and on by clicking your stopwatch. And that's just a quick intro of changing your bits per channel when you're using light effects. And I'm going to throw one more effect on this. You can put as many effects you want on a adjustment layer. They're great for color correcting as well, and doing some very powerful motion graphics we'll be getting into next week when I start talking about masks and animating masks and using them with effects. So now my blur, now you can see everything very blurred, plus with the glow the shapes are no longer have hard edges. I'll do one more just so that you can see the effect when you're doing color correction. Hue, I'm going to desaturate just the green, so I'm going to change that range. I'm going to pick an area that I want to affect. See how now just the greens are starting to go away, and if I pick the overall master and I want to take the saturation of the whole piece down a little bit, now I'm starting to get a much more interesting effect with very little work, and it's all on this one layer. You could always hide it by clicking the icon, and you could always delete any of the effects or hold the effect, click that button right there to hide it if you're not sure you want to use it or not. So you could always just click it off and on to sample what the effect did. And that's just a quick example of what adjustment layers can do. And like I said, next week in lab, we're going to be applying some masks to them to get even more powerful and interesting animations.